Hey, Sean O'Rourke here with another Chainsaw Man reaction. Looking at chapter 83 today. Quick predictions for this chapter. Obviously, the last one really ended on a bizarre cliffhanger with Makima making her hearty breakfast while Denji is just comatose on the couch after basically being told that it's his fault that all this bad shit has happened in his life and he deserves it. And some pretty dark stuff, even for this series. Basically, Makima telling him, oh, you killed your father, and this is why Aki had to die, and why Power had to die, and all this bad stuff, it's your fault, all because you have Pochita in you. Now, that's the key takeaway for me. I go into this a little bit more in my 82 review at the end of that video. I guess my big thing is Power really dead? Are we gonna go into 83? And it's a week later, or weeks later, and it just is what it is. Or are we going to come back to this moment in time again, this apartment scene, and someone's helping Power, but I think Power might be dead, and that really upsets me, honestly, because she was one of my favorite characters. I mean, I'm assuming she's most of everybody's favorite character, or one of most of people's characters. You get what I'm saying. She's one of the main characters, and she's very likable. I guess she could be dead to fulfill the Fate Devil's prediction, or the future Devil's prediction, but she might come back later in a pivotal moment. I don't know. I hope she's alive is what I'm trying to say here. But I'm going to jump right into this. Okay, so we're starting back in the apartment, which is a good sign for me. Chapter 83, Death, Resurrection, Chainsaw. Resurrect Power. Let's do it. And we start with Makima fixing her tie. She's got the lint roller, getting all that dog hair off of there, while Tiramisu and the gang watch her. And she's just dragging Denji along shirtless. Remember, she told him to take his shirt off last chapter, and he complied. Dragging him along like a dog. You know, he wants to be her dog. I don't think he literally knew what he was signing up for at the time. This is, okay. There might have been some passage of time because she's walking down the hallway and there's all these fucking fiends there bowing to her. And she names them all. It's like a bug dude. There's a couple of guys with their heads removed. Wait a second. Those are all the characters that are dead because of him? Is that what she's saying? Oh, shit. Seraphim, Beam, Calgali, Dominion, Virtue, Power, Princey, Angel. They are all your followers. They and I had differences in faith, but they put their lives on the line and fought to protect you. Where is this going? Resurrection. Is he going to give up Pochita to allow her to resurrect his friends? Or like one of his friends? Let's continue. They have all been waiting for this. The day of resurrect. A big fucking explosion as she's in the middle of saying resurrection, and we go outside. It's Kisabi. I've been talking about this guy for weeks. Kisabi. I'm not sure how to say his name. Kisabi probably is right. And there's a couple of guys in, SWAT gear with an RPG. And this huge fucking explosion in that hotel that Makima's in. Or apartment building, I should say. And he says, breach. So, this is interesting. This is kind of what I wanted, but maybe not in the way I expected. I've been saying for weeks, Kisabi's going to come in here and save him. And we see all these SWAT guys running in with their guns. Makima in sight, and she's laying on the ground next to Denji. Open fire from Saito Squad. Suzuki Squad, stand by to alternate in 12 seconds. And they just are fucking unloading on Makima. This is what I want to see. Anti-Makima Squad, get ready. And it's all these characters I don't think we've met yet. And they are just unloading on Makima. They are not fucking chancing anything. She's literally on the ground, looks like she's dead, and they're just unloading. Like in Inglourious Basterds when they finally catch up to Hitler. If you know what I'm talking about. And Kisabi says, forgive me. As they're just unloading on her still. Get ready. Still unloading on her, by the way. And these guys all take their knives and slit their own throats? Hell Devil, kill Makima and cast her into hell? Is that the contract? They all gotta die? Save me, Chainsaw Man. Aw, fuck. He can't not because of the Control Devil shit. So Denji wakes up and all this stuff guts basically start coming out of his stomach. And they're like wrapping around his neck, flying off screen. There's like that the cover, the volume cover. I think I actually used it in my video last week, but of Denji and Makima with all these guts all around him. I wonder if this is the actual visualization of that finally. And it looks like only one of them survived the sacrifice, and he goes, "It's up to you, Hell Devil," as he falls over dead, and this fucking Hell Devil appears. It looks like something out of Doom. I'm into it. And this thing is just approaching the building. It's pretty fucking big. It's no Mataro. It's way bigger than that. It looks like Denji killed this fucking SWAT team, by the way. And I don't get the whole guts coming out of his neck. That's a little odd. I kind of like the visual of that. The idea that he's like hanging himself with his own guts. It's interesting. But he's pulling the cord. And whoa! What the fuck happened to Denji? He cut this thing, this Hell Devil, into like 20 pieces. And he's got 2 chainsaws on his arm. He's got one going this way, one going out this way on both arms, and then the head one. And his whole body's blackened. Oh my god, this double page spread at the end here. Oh, he grew a second set of arms? Is that what that is? What the fuck is even happening? That was a very short chapter. Just for a little behind the scenes, I just did my Attack on Titan reaction, which was a honkin' 48 pages. This was 19 and took way less time to get through. But that's Chainsaw Man again. We had those chapters with the Gun Devil just annihilating entire cities that probably take you about a minute and a half to read unless you read every name on that damn obituary. Okay. 8 out of 10 for this one for a couple of reasons. I like this new form that Denji is in. Whatever it is, with the intestines wrapping around his neck like a scarf. And the additional chainsaw arms. Sure, why not? Sign me up for that. Spikes coming off his body and everything. Punished Denji. But I also like how Kasebe came in. I was kind of predicting that for weeks now. But what was the deal with this resurrection? Was she legitimately going to resurrect these guys? And Kasebe just fucked it all and just basically now they're not coming back? This is one of those chapters that creates more questions than answers things. And, Chainsaw Man, that's pretty common with this series. But I didn't dislike this at all. But I don't know if I loved it either. Hence the 8. It's not quite a 7. It's not a 9. Sure as fuck ain't a 6. But I'm gonna have to sit on this one a little bit. There's just a lot of moving parts. Like, this manga does this a lot, where, like, a lot of shit will happen quickly, and, I guess I just don't feel totally fulfilled, I guess is really my, problem. I know Makima is a devil, but she got fucking shot, like, 200 or 300 times, and, like, prior to that got hit by a fucking rocket, coming out of a grenade launcher, or an RPG, a rocket launcher. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I did a quick skim through it again just to see, like, if I'm not overthinking this a little. And it's still an 8 out of 10. I'm sticking to that score from, this ominous score that doesn't really mean anything. Because there are a lot of really interesting visuals in this chapter, and there's a lot of story building in a very short period of time if you think about the whole thing with Anti-Makima Squad. Being kind of in the shadows of this series, been building up to that. And it's interesting to see them finally pull the trigger on that. Now, is Denji, because he's now under control of Makima, is he going to go after Kasebe? What happened to all those corpses? Was she really going to resurrect them? Is the whole point she did all that so he goes full power? But that doesn't really add up with what's happened up to this point. So I still don't know what her fucking end game is. And this obviously didn't answer that question. But you sacrifice like 4 or 5 people to get this Hell Devil to show up and send her to hell, and he took it out within seconds. So he's pretty damn powerful in that respect. Interesting, very interesting. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. If I have more to say, I'll probably reread this before the end of the week, and if I have further notes on it, I'll mention them in my stacking manga. But solid chapter. Just leaving me a bit perplexed here, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Also still recovering from Attack on Titan. Maybe not the best idea to go from that to this. It's going to immediately tank the score a little, but I do these when I can, and just the way it worked out this week. Next week should be pretty incredible. I have no idea what's going to happen. Obviously, they're continuing this storyline from where it picked up last week, so obviously next week we're going to come right back here And that actually has me very excited. And I went into this not really knowing what to expect, so I guess that's already a win. This has been Chainsaw Man Chapter 83, and I've been Sean O'Rourke. Have a great day.